thank you very much for staying with us and standing by right there. It's now time for us to delve into the discussion segment this morning and at this hour, and we have a guest, standing by because it's going to be a guest discussion, obviously. And the topic we'll be looking at is the election aftermath. And what is it about? Tinubu to declare or not to declare assets. Now, I'm going to be sharing with you all a statement or an information here, which immediately after that, my guest will be reacting on these and much more other questions, very thought-provoking questions we'll be posing to him. Now, let me share with you this information. It says, the Independent National Electoral Commission has asked the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja to dismiss all the petitions challenging the declaration of Bola Tinubu of the All Progressive Congress as the winner of the February 25th presidential election. This has made the president-elect, which is Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to face a burden to declare or not to declare his assets in accordance with the provision of the 1999 Constitution and the Code of Conduct Bureau. For the incoming president, one major reason many Nigerians are interested in this asset declaration, including those of his wife and children, is the web of controversies around his sources of wealth. As such, it is believed that by declaring his asset correctly, Tinubu will put to rest many insinuations that give verge to policies his government may adopt or fight corruption. Now, these are the stories or the information I want to share with you, and helping us make a sense out of this is a guest we have virtually this time on a phone call. He is in person, Mr. Akin Fatuke. Mr. Akin Fatuke is a public affairs analyst and also a chartered accountant. Mr. Akin Fatuke, good morning, and thank you for still standing by.
Thank you very much. It's a great pleasure to be with you this morning.
You're welcome, sir. Now, looking at the story I just shared publicly concerning INEC, saying that the election tribunal should cancel or trash all the petitions against the president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let me start from here. Do you think that this is actually a good move coming from the electoral umpire, or do you think that it should be left as a responsibility for the petition to do just that? What's your perspective on this? Let's start from there.
My perspective is to be law-abiding, not to go subsidies, and the latter portion of your recommendation will be what I will recommend. I do not want to say or do or be seen to do anything that will jeopardize what is presently before the court. In other words, let the tribunal, the appeal court, let them adjudicate in accordance, in strict accordance to the Electoral Act, the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and within a balance of fair hearing. However, we must not, like we speak this, we must not be dogmatic, we must not be too strict to dogmatism. Has INEC committed any infraction by what they have put to the tribunal? I don't think so. They are parties joined into the fray that have been aptly put by Mr. Mr. Obi and the LP party, and so in joining, they have the right to defend either what they have done, what they have not refused to do, and to give reasons why. And by the time you now balance the evidence against well-known jurisprudence, the tribunal will naturally give their pronouncement. So I think it's in order. What we may be seeing again is APC itself, who are joined, in that petition to also make a statement so people can enforcement, either directly or through their legal counsel. But for informed commentators to now begin to now go beyond that and say whether they think it is a right path to go or not right path. There's no right path, there's no wrong path at this level until all balance of probabilities are put on the scale of justice and a pronouncement made.
Indeed. Now, let's go more deeper into this discussion. Now, you will agree with me that it is alleged, there are speculations, there are rumors in the air that Tinubu owns Lagos, vis-a-vis the declaration of his assets made to him, and not just him, his wife, and that of his children. Now, my question to you is this. What sense or of what essence does the declaration of his assets and that of his wife and children would mean? Is it useful, or is it a useful move made, you know, towards him of declaring his assets and that of his wife and children?
A very good question, and it's very intelligent discourse. I go back to my base principle.
All right.
What does the law say? The law says, and the law, the code of conduct says, for you to be a public officer, a political officer that will be serving, and not just in politics, in all areas of public service, you are expected to declare your assets. And that is where it starts, and that is where it stops for me. I do not see any reason why, as the example we are given, the president-elect, if he's going to be sworn in on the 29th of May, year 2023, should not declare his assets now. I am also aware that there has been a lot of juggle, especially in 2015, you know, when President Muhammadu Buhari came on. Is it that he should or should not? And what I hear and what I think media and the public are interested in is, yes, I've declared my assets, but I do not necessarily have to make it public. Now, there is a difference. Yes, I've declared my assets. I do not have to make it public. In 2015 and beyond, maybe you can hide under such a lacuna. But in 2023, I am afraid that lacuna, even if it exists, will be a kind of sort of Damocles on your head and to your neck, because the question now is there anything that you wish to hide? He who or she who wants to come to equity must come with clean hands. I like the way you introduced this. And let me repeat it so that for emphasis. You said, no, there are alleged, there are rumors, there are A, B, C, D. Everybody can say whatever it is. Those rumors and those perceptions will not go away. They are nearly reality. But in law, they may not necessarily hold sway. So it is for you, like Caesar's wife, to be seen to be above God and to say yes. If one of your mantra is to fight corruption, you start from yourself, you start from your household, you start from all your lieutenants, and make it as open as possible. Don't forget, once you become a public officer and you have an instrument of office, you may say you have a little leeway because, issue of immunity or no immunity. But it is, again, the second point you made, which I respect so well, that why don't we allow to lay it to rest once and for all? Whatever it is that you have now is what we are going to believe. Whatever it is that you say you had when you served previously, okay, naturally, people will want to try and do a bit of a pick. And all you just need to do is to now say that the quantum leap or the quantum decrease, as the case might be, that you now have is due to A, B, C, D, E, and F. There are financial analysts, there are accountants, there are forensics that is going to have a look at that. But for the next 4 years of your constitutional mandate, I think it is meet and proper. Now you are asking me my opinion for that. My opinion is that if I were to be in the shoes of whoever is going to be declared, we have a president-elect, for the court to make their pronouncement. Be it at the end of the day, Peter Obi, be it an Atiku, or the president-elect himself, when they come in, I think they and their household will be seen under the ethical principle that they are screaming up, above us. They declare one and two. I'll make it public.
All right, all right. Appreciated. Now, let me ask you one more question before I give you over to my colleague to, share his own thought on this matter. I would want to also go back to a little bit to the question I just asked you. We understand, and going by the informations out there in the mouths and hearts of Nigerians, that the president-elect is so rich, is wealthy. Now, how are we sure that what he will be declaring as his assets are exactly what he really has?
Again, speculative, intelligent question, my young man, you have asked. I am speaking to you via the telephone. I can conjure that put two and two together, your voice sounds like the voice of a male. But you may be female. I may not even be structured to say, okay, now I say you are female. We can go to God. You know what the world is now. You are neither male or female. I am stretching it to try and draw a point. If it is alleged that he is so rich, it is alleged that he owns Lagos, and by extension, if he owns Lagos, I don't see any reason why he should not be owning some of the contagious states to Lagos. After all, he is alleged to be the generalissimo last man standing in the past 8 years and beyond. We can allege, but it needs to be proven now. I make this comparison that I've just made now, okay, or maybe change it around. You have never seen me. I think you will have a perception, either because you have seen my photo, or seen me on a video, or whatever it is, that I am a man. Yes, I am a man and I have a male voice. I have seen men, I've seen women who have male voices and vice versa. So I might be wrong. You might be wrong in that perception. But somebody will be a neutral arbiter who is going to be able to judge. In this day and age, the world is a deep place. WikiLeaks, Panama Papers, you think you are hiding? There is the trade money, facilitation that forensics are going to bring when you try to make white blue overnight or within a period of time. It's all there, it's all trade. A lot of the things that we are saying here, that the target public is out there in the open, in the international financial system. We're seeing it's trade. The blood money that has been going around, I can tell you for free, is trade. So if he comes and come and do a decree program for us, we are going to know, and then that will be lying under pecuniary, and that will be lying, and that is a very criminal offense that can send you to the gulag, even after you have served the offense. So my point is, come out clean, if your wealth is not stupendous, that is going to drive everybody shelter, and then you have to pay a fool to the whole of Lagos, and it's out there, and everybody sees it out there. This is now the time to tell us. Let's begin to do the reconciliation than to lie about it, or to go and hide it somewhere, or to go and put it in the belly of a whale, or you go and hide it under a Panama Papers or whatever papers. 5, 10, 15, 20 years after, what you think you have buried is going to be much more devastating on you. Right now, I hope you are aware that you have a facilitation, one of the Ministry of Justice that says, please come and tell us what you have. And for 4 or 5 years, I don't know if prosecuted, just come and tell us exactly what you have and why you should not have it. Are you ready? Are you prepared to leave that to the government? You see, so many ways out. After all, my understanding of the objective of what is to come and serve is to make life much more abundant and better for the vast majority of our people. Bring us together, allow us to reach our destination. Even if your age is 40 years,
all right.
Even if your age is 30 years, the point is, this is now the time for you to come declare.
All right, Mr. Akin, your point has been taken. Your point has been well taken. We get you perfectly well. But before we wrap up this particular segment of the show, let us quickly get your take quickly on this matter in less than a minute or two, please. INEC, after the election, in February 25th, told aggrieved parties, if you have any issue, go to the court to seek redress. Now the matter is on the table of the tribunal. INEC is alleged to be seen to be practicing or playing the role of both the accused and the judge by telling the tribunal what to do. First of all, saying that the case of Obi that is presented at the tribunal should be dismissed, and also telling the tribunal that Atiku did not meet the condition to win the election. What would you say as regards this? Could it be a situation of playing the game of both the accused and the judge, and of course being partisan?
No, not in the main at all. In a court of justice, if you are accused, you have a right to defend yourself. Defending yourself is not prescribing. Even if you huff and puff, dance palongo in the public space, it is the duty of the court of law to weigh whatever it is that you are asking or you are speaking for. You cannot prescribe to the court. And in like manner, I'd like to use this opportunity. The perception that we have out there in the public that says people can intimidate the court, can intimidate justice, can begin to dance right, left, and center, irrespective of whatever perception you and I have about the court, is, to my mind, and with due respect, misplaced.
All right,
put your case out there. You should not, because I have read what INEC has said. INEC has not prescribed to the court. INEC has just told the court that even the electoral act that they have and they steal, and haven't this, conducted the elections to the best of their ability. Their best of ability will not be the best for all of us. I concede that. We think Mr. A is Mr. A, Mr. B is Mr. B, and on account of that, in substantial compliance to that act, we have decided to do A, B, C, D.
All right.
And they have said, go to the court. So you come to the court, come and prove it otherwise, and then the justices are going to be true, fair, and equitable, and pass justice as it should be passed.
Mr. Akin, that's a very nice place to end this discussion. We are really pressed for time. Thank you very much, Mr. Akin Fatuke, for sharing your thoughts with us. You really made our day. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much to both of you. Thank you very much to Nigerians, and the sun will rise again for our country.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Mr. Ake is actually a public affairs analyst and also a chartered accountant. He's been sharing his thought with us on the matter that we've been discussing for about a couple of minutes now. We'll be changing gear now, and then when we come back, we'll bring you another interesting topic with yet a different guest. Don't go away. Stay with us. We'll be back.